Patagonia, where winds roar, cliffs rise, and survival is never guaranteed. At the edge of the world, life fights for every breath. On the coast, orcas launch themselves onto the sand, a deadly tactic with precision. Below, sea lions hunt fish and squid, yet live one breath away from becoming prey. Above, the Andean condor circles like a ghost shadow. In the mountains, pumas stalk silently, eyes fixed on the guanaco. Even the Magellanic penguin knows. In Patagonia, predators are everywhere. This is a land ruled not by the biggest, but by the boldest. From sea to sky to stone, it's nature's arena, and the rules are brutal. Run, fight, or vanish. Who truly rules Patagonia's circle of predators? Stick around and let's find out. Together, subscribe to Wildlife Documentary Hub for wild stories that hit hard. This is The Hunt, and it's just getting started. Beneath the crashing waves of Patagonia, a black dorsal fin cuts the water like a blade. The killer whale is here, not by chance, not by chaos, but by pure calculation. It doesn't charge blindly. It waits, silent, patient, watching, and then it does something few predators on Earth would dare. It launches itself onto the beach, full body, full risk, all for a single sea lion pup. It could miscalculate. It could strand itself, but it doesn't, because it already knows the numbers, the tides, the moon, the slope of the sand. It's not guessing, it's executing. And when the pups take their first steps into the ocean, still clumsy, still unaware, that's when the orca strikes. Even so, not every attack works. Some fail, some miss, but the orca keeps trying, again and again, because this predator isn't just powerful, it's relentless, it's smart, and it's not alone. It hunts with a pod, a family built on memory, learning, strategy, and here in Patagonia, nature gave them the perfect stage. Long beaches, steep tides, a coastline rich with prey. This place doesn't just allow orcas to hunt, it challenges them to be better. So no, this isn't just a predator. This is a master tactician. But what it's up against next might surprise you. Dawn breaks. The sea sinks into thick fog, and beneath that veil, who's waiting to strike first? From the freezing water, a creature rises. Sea lion. Amber eyes burn through the mist. No sound, no mercy. It lunges into a swirl of sardines. One clean, perfect bite. But every predator has a predator. Below, an orca glides like a blade, silent and sure. On shore, a puma watches, motionless, invisible in the tall grass. Above, the condor circles slowly, never rushing death. Only waiting. Sea lions don't live alone. They live in tight colonies, where strength comes not from claws, but from numbers. Alpha males hold their ground with roars and teeth, but there is always someone younger, stronger, waiting for the opportunity. Sea lions are hunters, and their prey too. They're monuments of strength, but fragile ones. They live between two worlds, sea and shore, freedom and ambush, life and nearly death. No one is truly unbeatable. Nowhere is truly safe. Sea lions teach us this. Survival isn't about speed, but instinct, not brute force, but sharp awareness. In the great circle of survival, they don't scream, they fight. But when the sea goes quiet, who rises next? Wind howls, clouds twist. The Andes rise like the spine of a continent. In the cold, a black shadow spreads its wings. The Andean condor, it doesn't flap to fly. It just opens its massive wings, over 10 feet across, and the wind obeys. The sky. Its kingdom. It doesn't hunt. It waits for death. Only when something dies does the condor get its invitation to dine. A king, but a king of corpses. It soars over the dead, the deer, the guanacos, even stranded giants of the sea. Above, eyes burning red, tracking every movement. No mistakes, no mercy. In Patagonia, pumas hunt by night, but by morning, the condor drops in and takes it all. The big cat walks away, furious. They fly for hours, for days. They go without food, then gorge so hard they can't lift off. Every glide off a cliff is a bet. Pride versus gravity. One wrong gust, one bad launch. Game over. But the condor isn't afraid to fall. It was born on the edge, where life and death are just one breath apart. Yet even in death, it brings balance. By feeding on the fallen, it cleans what others leave behind. The condor is not just a scavenger. It's nature's final filter of the wild. Now, let's move on to another dangerous predator. At the forest's edge, between crimson dusk, it appears low, smooth, silent. Can you guess who it is? It is Puma. No roar, just a glance. Its body, lean and sharp like a blade. Its steps leave no echo. Darkness is its armor. Dry grass, its hunting ground. It doesn't charge. It waits. And when the moment comes, it strikes like fire. Knock. 9 month mot coup. No pack. No partners. Hunts alone. Lives alone. Under its claws, rabbits, deer, sometimes even elk. But every meal is a gamble. Antlers can take down him back. It doesn't finish its takedown. It hides it. Beneath leaves. Beneath snow. Knock. Sometimes, it walks closer to us than we think. Near the trail. Behind the tent. In a noisy world, the puma chooses silence. It doesn't seek conflict, but it never backs down. It doesn't rule territory. It rules shadow. It's the whisper of the wild, the sharp stillness in the night. You won't see it, but it's seen you for a long, long time. But what happens when the predator leaves the shadows and walks toward the surf? No claws, no fangs, no speed, just willpower, stitched into black and white. Born where the wind never stops screaming. On coastlines so extremely harsh, waves have crushed rocks into dust, and yet they hatch They stand, they march. They don't hunt, but they're always being hunted. Orcas patrol the surf. Sea lions lurk in the shallows. Pumas descend from the cliffs. Still, penguins don't scatter. They swarm, hundreds, thousands, a living tide of feathers and instinct. They don't flee, they shift, left, right, together as one. Each bird remembers, thousands of miles through open ocean, just to return to the same patch of grass, the same stone, the same nest, where life begins, where it must fight to stay. No fangs, no growls, no roars. But don't mistake silence for safety. Magellanic penguins stand at the very heart of Patagonia's food web. All predators want to eat them. Few get to live long enough to eat back. Only 1 in 10 chicks survives the first month. In some years, that number drops even lower, just 5%, wiped out by storms before they ever see the sea. Some are taken by the tide, others by hunters above, below, and beside them. And still, they keep coming, because what they lack in muscle, they make up for in memory. What they lack in speed, they make up for in numbers. What they lack in violence, they replace with persistence. In a place where survival is a high-stakes lottery, grit is the only strategy, and somehow, against every odd, they endure. Patagonia is not a place for the faint of heart. Every decision could be the last. We've seen predators that plan like generals, that vanish like ghosts, that wait, strike, and retreat with precision only nature can teach. The wild of Patagonia isn't just a landscape. It's a crucible, and in that crucible, only the most adaptable, the most persistent, the most instinctively brilliant rise above, and so do we, because the rules of the wild are not so different from the world we live in. Which predator impressed you most? Let us know below. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this journey moved you, pass it forward. Don't forget to hit subscribe and support us here at Wildlife Documentary Hub, where nature's fiercest stories continue.